Gummy Bears BEESMAS quest this year is extremely tough. A lot of players are struggling with this, so today I'm going to be giving you guys a complete guide on how to complete Gummy Bears quest as fast as possible. All right, now starting off, yes, this is just a guide of all the greatest tips and tricks, and we're kind of just going to skim through the quest. Now, the pollen, I'm sure you guys don't need a guide on the pollen. That's pretty self-explanatory. Either boost in these fields or macro with them. It's honestly pretty simple. After that, you need Gummy Bee tokens. Now, once again, self-explanatory. Just put a Gummy Bee in your hive, and then over time, you'll just naturally complete this. And if some of you are struggling on this quest because you don't have a Gummy Bee, then what in the world are you doing the quest for? If you don't have a Gummy Bee, why in the world are you attempting this? Anyways, moving on to Gumdrops. 2,500 Gumdrops, once again, is just pretty chill. Just auto Gumdrops. It's as simple as that. Maybe do some boosting. But the slimes is when it starts to get tough. Now, 1,000 slimes is like actually a lot of slimes. Of course, you're going to need to go into the Retro Swarm challenge for this. The main problem a lot of you are going to have is just having bad teammates. So I'd assume either going into the lobby and finding good teammates. Don't just join a random server, or look around on Discord to find some teammates. Also, keep in mind, you need to defeat 1,000 slimes, but you don't actually need to be the one that defeats them. So as long as you just do damage to the slime and it dies eventually, you'll get credit. After that's 1,000 mosquitoes, which my gosh, that's a lot of mosquitoes. It's not really tough. It's just really time consuming. So this mainly comes down to just doing a lot of Robo Party, which can be kind of expensive. My biggest tip is to stall out the rounds. So like obviously for round 1 of the Robo challenge, it's not that hard. I can get 60,000 pollen easy. But of course, my goal is to defeat mosquitoes. So I'm just going to stand outside of the field and wait for a bunch of mosquitoes to spawn. And then at the last second, I'll walk into the field. But your goal is really just to get as many mosquitoes to spawn. So just complete the quest last minute. Easy as that. Oh yeah, and on that note, don't forget to have your auto Robo Pass clicked on your Natro macro, because you're going to be using a lot of Robo Passes for this. Now, the party cog turrets are a little tougher. In order to do that, of course, you're actually going to need to finish Robo Bears quest first, which is basically just, yeah, more Robo challenge. Now, 200 is still a lot. So what I would recommend you guys do for this is, once again, get a group of friends together or pro players who have also completed the Robo quest, and just do your Robo parties together. Same thing with the slimes. You don't actually need to be the one that defeats the party cog turrets. As long as you do any damage and it dies eventually, you get the credit. So the strategy is for one person to summon their Robo Party, and everyone does a little bit of damage to all the cog turrets around the map, and therefore everyone gets credit. And then you just do everyone's Robo Party. Teamwork makes the dream work, guys. I'm not even kidding. Now, 10 collect goo quests and the Robo Bear challenge are pretty self-explanatory. Just suffer in more Robo challenge. Collecting 5,000 Gumdrops is a little tough. I'd recommend doing a bunch of stick bug, because stick bug and stick nymphs can drop a lot of Gumdrops. You can also do a bit of a sprout party, and you'll get Gumdrops from sprouts, specifically the gummy sprouts. But I can also let you guys in on a little bit of a secret. This method is a little expensive, but believe it or not, you can actually just craft Gumdrops, and it will literally count. Like, look, we have 428 Gumdrops, and let's just craft like 28. Confirm, and now we have 456. Given it is a little expensive, and you'll need 15,000 of each fruit, but if you want to save yourself from grinding, you can go ahead and do that. As for neon berries, the best way to collect neon berries is from doing puff shrooms, so make sure you're doing puff runs with friends. But you can also get them from doing mondo chip, as well as also macroing your pesticide planner, as this gives both bitter berries and neon berries. Now, the cannons are pretty easy. The puff shrooms are just a bunch of puff shroom grinding. It's mainly the last glitch try that's going to be a little tough to do. I'm assuming most of you guys struggling with this quest probably aren't doing round 25 Robo runs. So yeah, the one way you're going to be getting this is by doing the Robo challenge, and then painstakingly saving up 5 of each colored drive, eventually crafting the glitch drive. Yes, it'll take time, but it's about the easiest way to do it. The honeybee quest and the BBM quest this year are going to be very, very tough, along with the bee bear quests, and once they release, I'll be giving you guys a complete guide on how to finish those quests as well. So if this video helps you out in any ways, I'd really appreciate it if you just don't even subscribe. Actually, just hit the bells. It's way more effective. You'll be notified as soon as I post those guides. So thank you so much for watching, Bee Swarmers. Have an amazing rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video.